my dad had always heard of the Camino, had always wanted to do it, but never took the time. In the summer of 2003, during the hiatus during West Wing, my son was working for him as an assistant. He was 19 at the time. My dad had planned a trip to Europe. He said, look, we don't have the time. We don't have the 6 weeks to do the full Camino. He says, I'm going to go drive it. I'm just going to go check it out. My son goes along. Then they're traveling the Camino and they're seeing this site and that site, and they stop in this town called Burgos for the night, which is it was like a casa rural where they take in pilgrims and they feed them and they house them while they're on their travel. And the innkeeper's daughter walks into the room. My son takes one look at her, falls in love, and they have been together ever since. They have a child now, my granddaughter, who just turned 4. But that was sort of the first miracle on the Camino that happened.
For people who don't know about this pilgrimage, can you describe sort of what it is and why it's significant?
So it started out as a predominantly Christian pilgrimage. The remains of St. James the Apostle of Christ are said to be interred in the cathedral in Santiago de Compostela, which is in the north of Spain. And as the crow flies, you have Madrid. Above that, you have Burgos, and then it's a straight line to Galicia, to the sea. Really, is where Santiago de Compostela is. And so pilgrims have been doing this journey for 1,000 years. And popes and saints and kings and queens, and basically, when you walk the Camino, you're walking with all of those spirits. You are inspired not just by your own journey, but you're inspired by those who came before you and who did this walk. And it's impossible to not walk in that history when you're on this ancient trail. It's not always a spiritual journey, but one thing is certain. However you start your Camino in Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, you do not finish it for the same reasons, nor do you finish it the same person. My first AD met the costume director, or a costumer on the film. They married, have 2 children now. In addition to my son, the DP is a Spanish DP, Juanmi Esperos, who moved from Spain to Brooklyn, met his wife, his now wife, on the Camino during the film. She was actually running footage, exposed film, to Madrid. So she was production assistant and running the film every night to Madrid and coming back to wherever we were on the Camino. They met, they fell in love, they had 2 children, they moved to Brooklyn. He comes to Cincinnati to scout locations for the public, decides, I love Cincinnati, it's much more affordable than New York, I'm moving my family to Cincinnati. He says to me, Juanmi says, Emilio says, every time I work with you, my life changes. And he's another miracle on the Camino.